Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup.
Away a couple. The wave crashing into the turret of impact now in the top lane.
So both top laners do get to stay around for the waves here. Bwipo taking a little bit of extra damage though.
But even just the fact that MT got up there actually did dissuade them for looking for any sort of a dive. So this is very good, and Bwipo has no W.
Oh, Bwipo already flashed back underneath the turret there to make sure he gets to safety as Core and Yawn are putting the pressure on the FlyQuest top laner. Had to use the flash there, traded for the ignite of Core JJ. Bwipo down to 150 HP.
The poke continues, and Bwipo's still sticking around down here, trying to charge up his Qs. He uses the charged one, though.
He's so low. Bwipo below 100 HP. Yawn with a nice deadly flourish as Bwipo tries to put some damage back into Core JJ. But he takes a lick, and he gets first blood.
And it's the killer catfish, Core JJ. Garner looking.
Yeah, APA is really playing towards the bot side, which is kind of his safe side right now. Knows that's where this Garner would be.
Hey, Quad doesn't get the ball far enough to try to go for a shockwave. Polymorph onto APA, who flashes over the wall to try to escape, but Quad with the flash into the shockwave. Easy pick up there for FlyQuest, but now Masu could be under some pressure in the bottom lane. Uses the barrier as the curtain call opens up. Yawn hits the first two. Number 3 collides. Number 4, Masu has to flash out of the way to survive. Yawn is shooting straight as the game goes on.
Exactly. When you play this style of champion like Jax, you have to be greedy, you have to be willing to play for yourself, and he's such a selfless player that he often does not do that, and sometimes it is to his own detriment. You know, when you're playing Cassante or you're playing, you know, any sort of tanker or supportive style, it's okay to give up CS if you put your team ahead. Sometimes Jax is not.
Ooh, there's your immediate lockdown combo in the bottom lane as Masu's thrown up into the air after the deadly flourish roots him. Soon as the jungler's there, it's guaranteed, man. Yawn getting the money on that one, 1-0-1 here in the Jhin.
Another setup, and this time it's not just a kill. That one's going to be the dragon rotation immediately. Lucio just left around now. He's the one going to get poked under tower.
Yeah, this combo of the Jhin and the Tom Kench, another deadly flourish into Abyssal Dive. Core JJ, the thick skin is not thick enough, and Team Liquid overplays their hand. Yawn even having a flash away, they still don't kill Bucio. He barely holds on, sidesteps the deadly flourish at the very end. Team Liquid too far on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid, their bot lane 2v2 have been dominating, but they definitely went way too far on that one. At the very least, it's just a kill given over to the Lulu, so not the end of the world. But
the Blasco play was definitely cooler,
thank you.
But the 6 grubs might be more meaningful as APA under attack again.
Yeah, APA could be in some serious trouble here. Inspired flashes forward, but he misses the upheaval. APA is still going to drop as Quad can chase him down. 2-0 on the Orianna for the FlyQuest mid lane.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here being put on by FlyQuest as Impact may be in trouble. Will be able to back off with Counter-Strike very likely.
Yep.
But you know, Inspired has really kind of changed his play style and is more willing to play these supportive styles. MT going to be looking top lane.
Now, Bwipo might be winning the 1v1 there, but it's not going to be a 1v1 for long. Problem is they're getting pretty close to the turret of a Cassante. Bwipo tries to get away, but wind becomes lightning and find its way to Bwipo's heart.
Coming.
Now Inspired thinking about holding these guys in place long enough for Quad to arrive and maybe find a kill and trade, but Team Liquid knows better of it. Impact and Umpty both
relentless pressure here has almost resulted in a whole turret taken by the TL duo. They do get it here. Interview with Travis Gafford, I believe, where he talked about specifically playing team fights versus Team Liquid. And Inspired is always
waiting for that next big fight that we're talking about. 2.5 minutes till Drake number 3. Team Liquid doing a great job controlling neutral objectives so far in this game. 100% of neutral objectives under their control. Both Drakes, all 6 grubs. Bwipo with the flash away from the unleashed power. He knew that that wasn't going to kill him, but Umpty surely would have been able to set up a sincere threat. So Bwipo having to spend the summoner.
And one small thing I always feel like is really nice, if you are playing Syndra against a melee champion in side lane like this, you can just farm splinters very, very easily. It's so easy to be hitting Cassante and getting towards that eventual 120 splinters that you're trying to get. Impact in this bot lane, though, is getting so much damage down to this tower. This might just be dead. I think you can kind of just kill him Bwipo's face at this point.
Dude, Trinity Force Jax just
aggressive play, just kind of defensive hovering.
Also got chunked
for now.
There. APA on the Syndra doing some good work. But meanwhile, bottom side, 2v2. Bwipo starting it off with the all-out on Impact, taking him through the wall here in the alcove, but a TP ready to reinforce for FlyQuest. Impact on the retreat. Third and Topo strike threatened the knockback, so Impact has to flash away, but now Umpty getting caught by the shockwave. Nicely done here from FlyQuest to catch the Team Liquid jungler. We'll see if they want to go any further forward. Doesn't look like it, but FlyQuest. Some more objective money up here in the top lane. It'll be their first turret claimed this game. TL already with Will secure sole point here for the side of Team Liquid. So the clock is starting to approach midnight here for FlyQuest. They are going to have to answer these
for
from
you.
now.
A Shockwave is very threatening, but also a sped up Ashe that has all this space being created by a Cassante, by a Skarner, and this Lulu backing you up is going to be really threatening.
Inspired jumps in, going after Umpty, who immediately responds, jumping on Busio, who's down to half HP, but a redemption going to be summoned up by FlyQuest here as Impact tries to chase after him with a counter-strike, but he won't find the stun on anybody important. Impact is about to die first, but he gets away with a leap strike back to a teammate. APA killed first. FlyQuest with a 1-0 here so far in the fight, but Whipple's in the front line, but he's all alone. He knocks Umpty back. A little bit more damage. Might just kill the Team Liquid jungler, but FlyQuest don't have the range. This fight could have gone way harder, but it ends in a 1-0 for FlyQuest.
TL were just so split, and APA ended up flashing into the Baron pit to try and get away from danger, but then section off from the rest of the team, so FlyQuest are able to collect that kill, and
we're not done yet. Nice knockback again from Whippo onto Core JJ. Wants to keep going forward, but he's got to be a little bit careful here. Impact with a counter-strike. Goes in and finds the kill on Busio. Escapes with his own flash back up into the brush, but a two-man Shockwave coming out from Quad. Impact is popped before we can do anything else. Umpty's here on the front line, and surely he won't survive. The arrows just riddle him like a pincushion. Yon won't land the deadly flourish, and FlyQuest continues the chase. Quad goes on a rampage, and Core JJ goes down. Only two men left standing in TL colors. In regards to something you said earlier, Isaac, talking about the scaling of FlyQuest, talking about how it'll be so hard for this Jhin to punch through that front line, it's exactly what we just saw. Now we got some more problems for TL. An arrow from downtown finds its way onto Impact. He'll try to fight his way out, but it ain't gonna happen. Top laner down. FlyQuest 9-4. This Drain kit will be big. Impact not alive for another 5 seconds. His TP cooldown is also not yet ready. It's just barely not there. So Team Liquid want to buy enough time for Impact to be able to join. He has respawn now. He'll make his way back out onto the map. FlyQuest still in control. Nice knockback coming out from Whipple when APA's in trouble. All out from Whipple to make sure that Core JJ's not able to save him. Now the Tom Kench has to dive back to safety. And right when Impact might have been able to rejoin, now it's APA who's dead. 40 seconds. This dragon is none of TL's business.
FlyQuest just straight up walk right at APA. They take the kill. They're going to take the dragon, and Team Liquid, they can't do much. There's no rush of Baron threat here. They've got a Jhin for DPS, so all they can do is clear a ward.
And I love how Whippo just immediately decides all out into no terrain just to get that little extra buffer to guarantee that Core JJ cannot save his mid laner on this Tom Kench.
You can see it's mostly TL vision in this area. And so just now, FlyQuest starting to move down, looking to try to take over control of that area, because that really is going to be what TL are looking for the whole time.
All right, the arrow, they went for the Tom Kench, but it missed. Umpty and Core JJ still here on the front line for Team Liquid, knocking Inspired up into the air with a 3 talent strike, but Inspired going for the pull only onto Core JJ. Umpty with a pressure onto Busio, has to try to flash away. Impact wanted to grab the counter strike, but it ain't gonna work. Umpty now the focus of FlyQuest damage. Impact in stasis, trying to hang on. Core JJ saving him there with the Devour. They try to get everybody away to safety, but Umpty is locked behind enemy lines, and Quad is dominating. FlyQuest kill the Team Liquid jungler. They're making their way over to the Baron pit. They gotta make sure that nobody gets sniped here by Jan's curtain call, and
They had no answer for Masu, who gets buffed up by the Lulu, shreds the frontliners, and TL forced to retreat, lose the Baron here. FlyQuest now, will they have the health bars to punch through the frontliners? If they don't win on that first punch at the start of the fight, they got nothing.
Yeah, Quad is just so fed. APA has no flash for this next one. Umpty has no flash. Zen is notoriously vulnerable when you're trying to get...
Now it's 3-2. Team Liquid has just lost everything that they were building in that early game, and FlyQuest has done a great job responding to it with mid-lane or mid-game outplays as Jan is again forced to flash now. The Jhin vulnerable, the Tom Kench dead, the Orianna godlike, and FlyQuest just keep striking gold. Now that gold is about to flow straight into their pockets as the bottom lane tier 2 turret collapses, and again, it's Umpty under pressure as FlyQuest are not done yet. Quad does so much damage, and Umpty learned the hard way. You gotta respect it. FlyQuest gonna knock down another tier 2, this time over in the mid lane. Impact is trying to make a play here with a teleport, but the problem is, there's no pincer attack to be found. You are a 3v5 for Team Liquid for the next 10 seconds, and even then, it's still down a man for him. Impact's gonna be interrupted as he tries to recall an award. FlyQuest have already taken
the mid lane inhibitor, and now they're going to demolish the tier 3 turret in the bottom lane, making it a 2-inhib game.
I mean, you can try to threaten the flank, but it's not a rock in a hard place. It's a rock in a wet paper bag that can just punch through the
Go
others.
down a few thousand gold against Team Liquid, you're feeling fine now.
You're like, you've been through it.
Light
You
work.
know. Yeah, exactly. FlyQuest has done their training. They are ready to go. They know how to play these types of situations with an arrow coming in from the top side. Umpty gets hit from all the way away, and he has to try to flash to survive, but he's still almost dead. You got Whippo going in, all out. Umpty in some danger. Still barely surviving as Yon's about to drop here next. If the Jhin dies, surely the fight is already over, and I think it won't even matter. Core JJ will drop second. They're about to make it even more. Impact's out of the picture. Quad's legendary. Yon, this fed Jhin from the early game, can't do anything. As Inspired comes around with the Ishtal impact, the polymorph on APA, so we can't even get a trade back on the FlyQuest support. Quad 10, 0, and 6. Another deathless player in Inspired at 0, 0, and 11. FlyQuest, the early game might have been a struggle, but man, they are running them over here. 2 lanes, pushing at the same time. Super minions flooding into the base. Yon, the only one standing to try to stop it as FlyQuest go in for what should be the final kill of the game. They knock the Infernal Cinders out of them. They knock the Nexus turret down, and FlyQuest take game 1.
FlyQuest and
These were the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, "Okay." See you on the next one.